How many of you notice that this design is the same on both sides? Do you know what we call that? We call it a symmetrical design. Today we'll be making a symmetrical design out of cut paper in primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. I'll show you all the steps, and you'll find that it's not very hard at all, and you'll come up with a design that you really like. You'll start out with 3 pieces of paper, 2 half sheets and a full sheet. The full sheet will be the background. First, take one of your half sheets and fold it in half like this, the hamburger bun way, and then fold it in half again so it looks like that. And so this is how it'll be folded. This is what it'll look like. Take your scissors and cut holes around the outside like you see me doing here. Kind of like if you were making a snowflake. If you know how to do that, this is a lot the same. The holes can be any shape you want, but make sure that you leave spaces between all the holes. I'll show you what I mean. Like here is a space, here's one, and here's one. And I'm going to cut a hole in that side. There's a space and there's a space. When I open it up, it stays together because I left some spaces between the holes. Alright, my next piece I fold it in half, and then I fold it in half again, and I crease it. Those are the folds, and you can see where the edges are. Now you can cut any kind of holes you want to around the edges of this piece of paper too. But you want to make sure that you leave spaces between the holes again so that the piece stays together. Alright, now when I unfold it, it'll be a surprise because I don't know what it's going to look like. And yours will be a surprise too. I'm going to be gluing the pieces of paper onto the background now. And can you see the blue of the background through the holes in these sheets? That's part of the decoration of it. And you can switch them around and try different ways for them to fit together before you glue them down so that you can get the way that you like the best. And I guess I'm going to use this way that I just did. So I'm going to put glue around the edges. See where I'm putting the glue? I'm using glue dots. I'm making a trail of dots, and I'm not making a long line or a long puddle. Now it's really important that you glue the way you see me gluing so the glue doesn't squish out from the edges and make a mess. Alright, now press it down, your first one. Alright, now it's time for the second one. It's going to fit on like that, but I need to put glue on the back first. And again, just glue dots. I'm making sure all the edges are glued down, but I'm not making a long line of glue or a big puddle of glue. Just dot, dot, dot all the way around. Do it exactly the way I do it. Then turn it around and press it right down into place like that. Okay, now look around you. Do you have a lot of little funny shaped pieces of paper from cutting all these holes out? I can use them to make part of the design too. And you notice whatever I do on one side, I do on the other, because I'm making a design that's the same on both sides, a symmetrical design. And you notice how I'm just laying the pieces of paper on the background. I'm not gluing them yet because I want to make sure that I like the way they look before I glue them on there and make them permanent. Now when you lay your pieces on, whatever you do on one side, put the same shape on the other side. Like I've got that red shape over there, and I'm putting red shape over there. Now when you get an arrangement that you like, take them and glue every one of them down and you'll have a finished design like this one.